Hello, students. Welcome to Daily English Homework. Let's take a look at the homework. It says, change the sentences. I have 5 sentences here. You need to change them for your homework. From indirect quotes to direct quotes. Okay, we have these two terms here, indirect quotes and direct quotes. Indirect quotes means I'm talking to you about what someone else said to me. Okay, it's also called reported speech. I'm telling you what this person said. And direct quotes, I'm telling you exactly the words they said. If you don't understand, I'm going to explain it all in this video. It's a very important video. A lot of students have been asking about this, but in this video, we are going to learn the basics of how to use quotation marks. And you can see these 5 sentences are indirect quotes. I am just talking about what someone or something said. And I have to change them to direct quotes, which means I have to add the quotation marks. We will learn all of that at a basic level in this video. All right, so quotation marks. Now, let's take out the word. These are quotation marks, and often we can say double quotation marks, but usually we just say quotation marks. So it's punctuation, and if someone says quotation marks, I know it's the to. And then you put what someone exactly, the exact words they said. Hi. That's exactly what I said. Hi. That's quotation marks. Now, there's also single quotation marks, but I'm sorry to disappoint you. I am not going to talk about single quotation marks in this video because that's a lot of information. We'll learn that in the future. If you students like this video, then I'll do the single quotation marks. But I think in this video, it's enough just to focus on the double quotation marks. All right, so as I said, quotation marks, punctuation, very important, are for when you want to repeat exactly, the exact words what someone said. All right. So here is an indirect quote. Robin said he loves me. Okay, so of course I'm Robin, but let's pretend there's another Robin. He said to me, and I'm telling you, Robin said he loves me. A direct quote. Now we're going to add the quotation marks. Robin said to me, the exact words he said to me is I love you. So Robin said to me, I love you. So you have to understand, I am just reporting the speech, what Robin said, and I'm kind of summarizing it. And I might not exactly say the words, just the meaning of what he said. Robin said he loves me. But when I use the direct quote, I want to tell you the exact words he said. So Robin said to me, I love you. Let's look at the punctuation. You can see in the word, we have the word I love you with quotation marks at the beginning and at the end. We're going to put a comma here to introduce that there's some speech. So Robin said to me, comma, what he exactly said. And this is a sentence, but we're going to end the sentence inside the quotation mark. A lot of students put the period or full stop outside. If you see quotation marks, the period or exclamation mark, this is an exclamation mark or question mark, whatever punctuation, or even another comma, if we continue, goes inside the quotation marks. Okay. Now this is at the end. You could put it at the beginning. I love you, said Robin to me. Again, the speech, quotation marks. There's the comma, said Robin to me. This is not a capital letter. This is a small letter. And we put the period there, or full stop. And here it is in the middle of a sentence. Robin said, comma, what I said. Inside the quotation marks is a comma, to me. All right, so you could put, most common is at the end. This is the most common way, but you can put it at the beginning and you can put it in the middle of a sentence. All right. So very important punctuation video here because a lot is going on. We have the quotation marks and the punctuation is inside, like the commas, the periods are always inside here. This should be purple. Okay. Here is a question. Robin asked, okay, I'm changing the verb because now I ask a question. This is I just said. Now I asked because it's a question. Robin asked, comma, what did I say? Starting my exact speech, capital letter. Not a small letter. That's going to be a capital letter. Because, you know, this is one sentence, but this is like a sentence in a sentence, so we still need a capital letter. So Robin asked, did you do your homework? That's a question, so we have a question mark inside the quotation mark. Now, a lot of students are confused. They think every sentence needs a period. So let's get this a little smaller. So sometimes they put question mark period. No, you don't need question mark period. Question mark is enough. Or sometimes they put the period out here. No, if you have a question, you do not need the period or full stop. So this is fine. Robin asked, did you do your homework? Here it is at the beginning. Did you do your homework? Robin asked. We don't have a comma. We have a question mark. So you don't put a comma here. It's too big. You don't put a comma there. We don't need a comma with the question mark. Now up here we needed a comma, and here we needed the comma, and here there's and period. But here with question marks, no periods, no commas, just question mark. So did you do your homework? Robin asked. And did you do your homework? Question mark. He asked. R is capital because it's my name. That's always capital. But if you're just using he or another word, this is not a capital letter. This is a small letter. Okay? That's the basics of how, that's it. That's the basics of how to use the quotation marks. So again, most of the time it's this format. Robin said, comma, quotation, what I said, ending, punctuation, period, or a question mark, or exclamation mark, ending, quotation marks, closing quotation marks, okay? Useful verbs for quoting. So Robin asked how I am. This is, again, indirect speech. Robin asked how I am. Robin asked, how are you? That's the exact words. So usually with questions, it's good to use asked. If you said, Robin said, how are you? That's okay, but a better verb is asked. And notice it's past tense here. That was a finished action. Robin yells. So verb, I yelled. Get out! So it's the yell is shouting. Robin yells, get out! So we know when I see Robin yells, I know exactly how these words were expressed. Someone yelled, get out! Again, comma, starting quotation marks. Exclamate, that's an exclamation mark. No question mark, no period. We have this punctuation to end and quotation marks. Robin yawns. I'm sleepy. So a yawn. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. Robin yawns. I'm sleepy. So, comma, quotation, period, quotation. Robin stated, I am the king of YouTube. So stated is similar to said. You know, sometimes if you always keep Robin said, Robin said, Robin said, that's boring. So try to change the verbs. So another way to say said is stated. I am the king of YouTube. Robin cried. My students never listen to me. Robin cried. My students never listen to me. Again, same punctuation. Okay. Robin said to Neki, study at least 6 hours a day. So Robin said to Neki, comma, quotation mark, capital letter, study at least 6 hours a day, period, quotation marks. Robin said to Neki, you could also say Robin told Neki, study at least 6 hours a day. So there's another verb you could use, told. You tell someone. This is past tense. Okay. Now we get a little difficult. This because you're going to have 2 questions in your homework about this. So I'm a little worried about this. The chair broke and made a noise. Okay, no one is speaking. But when a chair breaks, it makes a noise. And a noise can be in quotation marks. So the chair broke, comma, crack. Now, this is kind of a word, but actually this is not a real word. This is the sound. So we can put the sound in quotation marks. Crack. And I decided the sound. You can decide the sound. I don't know. What does the sound make? Capital letter, crank. You can make any sound. Crank. Whatever the sound of a chair breaking makes, you can put the sound. It doesn't have to be a word. And then I know in the quotation marks here, this is the exact sound, the noise when the chair broke. So the chair broke. Gunk. I don't know. Whatever a chair sound breaks. You can put any noise you think it makes. All right. Before we go, I am going to look at a student's homework. And they wrote this for another assignment. And I'm not going to say their name because I don't know if they want me to. But they can reply to this video saying it's their homework if they want. And I realized they don't know how to use quotation marks. So I'm going to go through this homework, fix it up, and add the quotation marks. And I think once we get through this student homework, you'll understand how to use quotation marks perfectly. So let's read this student's paragraph. When I woke up this morning, okay, this should be a comma. For a time expression, when I woke up this morning, I found blood on the floor. I felt panic. All right, right here, the student is using 2 punctuation symbols. We cannot do that in English. So we are going to get rid of that. What is this? Okay, so this is what she said. The exact words. This student decided to use the single quotation marks. No, for reporting speech, exactly, direct speech, we use the double quotation marks. What is this? And this should be a capital. What is this? We have a question mark. We do not need this period. What is this? And do we have... All right, that's okay. Then, time expression. I began shouting, comma, good. Again, what did she shout? Double quotation, capital letter. Is anybody here? Help me. There is a crime. Okay. Right here, punctuation. We cannot do that. Let's get rid of this. There is a crime. Oh, this blood is from who? Quotation marks. We do not need this period. I can't, oh, it's not finished. I don't know if I'm not, yeah. Okay, I think the quote, what she said is finished here, and she's just going back to the story. I can't go near it. Suddenly, I remembered my childhood, and I rushed to find my children, and I rushed to find them. Again, we can just get rid of one of those punctuation marks. Fortunately, they are sleeping. She's using single quotation. We don't need that. Fortunately, they are sleeping. I think this should be were, because I woke up this morning is past tense, so were. Then I told myself, okay, she's talking to herself, and she's telling us the exact words she's telling herself. So right here, quotation mark, capital letter. Please take a breath and go on. Quotation mark. This period should be inside the quotation mark. Subsequently is too formal. That's like an essay. This is more of a casual story. So let's just put a and then. And then I went to see this blood. Then I went to see who this blood was from. A little bit of grammar. Again, 2 punctuation marks. No. As I walked, past tense, freaking out, good comma, I hit something weird. Then she said, what is that? My lipstick. And it's broken. Oh, Omer, what did you do? Okay, so all of that, we don't need the period there. As I walked freaking out, I hit something weird. What is that? My lipstick, and it's broken. Oh, Omer, what did you do? Okay, so we just need that quotation mark and this one at the end for all of those sentences, because that's exactly what she said. I ran to the red, I think this should be blood on the floor. I smelled it. Ooh, this comma has to be close. And also, this period has to be there. So I ran to the red blood on the floor. I smelled it. And I also touched it. Oh, it's my lipstick. So that's what she said. Double quotation mark. Double quotation mark. And let's get rid of that. Okay, so we just need one punctuation to end and then the double quotation to end the speech. All right, so this student didn't know how to use quotation marks, but I hope this student is watching now and everyone else, and you know exactly, oh, I know how to use them now. All right, so your homework, these sentences I will post in the description. You copy them to your Word doc, Google Doc or MS Word. Fix them up. You got to change them from indirect quotes to direct quotes with quotation marks. Some of them are easy. The last two, Not so easy. Not so easy, the last two. I'm going to give you a warning. So I'm going to ask Sleepwalker, my student Sleepwalker, if you are watching this now, Sleepwalker, I don't want you to do your homework fast. I want you to wait a day or two before you do your homework. All right. That is how we use basically, at a basic level, the quotation marks. I hope you understand, and I hope you do well on your homework. Good luck, and I will check it as soon as I can. I'm not going to give the answers until a few days later. All right, thanks for watching, and do your homework.